So my entire life growing up, I was always a little bit of a timid kid, a little bit shy. I never wanted to really get outside of my comfort zone and explore new things. It isn't necessarily that I was ever shy or scared to get out there and actually do those things. I think I was just very content in the world that was around me, in my group of friends, and very content with my family. So I didn't really feel the need to get out there and explore new things. Um, right around this time last year, I actually had an event that drastically changed the way I see the world, and it really changed the way that I want to live my life as a whole. It made me think about things and realize that I shouldn't be so timid. I should want to get out there and explore new things because that's how I'm personally going to grow in the future and grow as a person. So, right around this time last year, me and my girlfriend were celebrating our 2.5 year anniversary. And to my surprise, I got a card and opened it up and was surprised with a trip to Italy. Um, for me, this was a really big deal just because I, up until this point in my life, had never left the United States. Very few times have I really even left Florida, Central Florida area, so flying all the way from Central Florida all the way to Rome was going to be a very big deal for me. So I was definitely taken back. I acted extremely happy, but inside my head I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a change. This is definitely going to be a culture shock that I'm going to have to get used to. And luckily, I had about 8 months for the anticipation to build up, so we didn't leave for the trip until around December, but I got the surprise in around May. So in between May and December, coming as we got closer to the trip, I was getting very nervous, and so the 8 hour flight over, the anticipation just kept on building up. So inside my head, I was thinking, why can't I just send or spend my winter vacation back home with my family, which is what I originally had planned to do. So I was a little bit mad, a little bit frustrated, and already in a bad mood once we got there because in my own head, I was kind of holding myself back. I didn't want to experience a new thing, so I wasn't going to allow myself to have a good time, which now I realize is just ridiculous. So the very first day we got there, we were so confused by the roads in Rome. If you've ever been there, it's the most hectic system of traffic that I've ever witnessed. There's 5 intersections that just all cross at once. We didn't know what we were doing, so I was freaking out. I was yelling, screaming about the driving, and I was just in a terrible mood after about 2 hours of being there. So we eventually just went straight to the hotel. We were both grumpy with each other. And really, after the nap, I woke up and I looked out the window and saw the beautiful city that was outside and really just thought to myself, why am I going to let my own head hold me back? Why am I going to let my own just kind of contentment with my own life hold me back from having an awesome vacation. And even more so, I've realized that I need to have a good time because she bought me this trip because it's something where she wanted to experience this with me and kind of show me a part of her life that she was really passionate about. She's always been very passionate about traveling. So during this trip, when I looked out the window, I realized this place is beautiful. This is magnificent. This is like nothing I've ever witnessed before. And I kind of just really, in that moment, changed my entire outlook on the trip and realized that I need to have a good time, not only for myself, but for my girlfriend as well. So she has a great time. And really, so it's a great experience for both of us. And from that moment on, I really just changed my outlook on life. We've scheduled another trip. Me and her are actually going to be going to California with my family in about a month from now. I've scheduled several different day trips and stuff as well. So I've really got outside of my comfort zone, realized that when you get out and explore the world, you really start to explore a brand new part of yourself and part of your brain, part of your soul that you've never gotten into before. And I just think that's great because it gives you a part, it gives you something different. It changes the way you look at yourself. And when you change the way you look at yourself, you really change the way you look at the world as a whole. And when you get out there and explore, there's just things that you could never even imagine. There's great people out there that you never think you would imagine meeting. Um, when you get out of your own culture and get to experience another person's culture, whether it's through their food, through their language, through their building, through their architecture, it's just all, when you take it in, you just feel so much better about yourself. And I think this vacation really changed my outlook on life, and really changed the outlook on the way I want to live from here on out. So I really just want to live my life from here on to be a much better person to the people that I'm with, want to treat them better, and I really want to give myself a better experience in life and experience new things so I can continue to grow past college, when I'm in my career as well. And I think this trip really gave me good bearing and a good chance to do that. Thank you.